Hello, this is Jackie McLaughlin, and we are here today to talk about balancing healthy emotions. And we use Young Living essential oils because not all oils are created equally. So let's talk just a little bit about emotions and the brain. I want to say first that emotions actually originate in the brain, specifically in the limbic brain. Now, the limbic brain is a small structure in the middle of your brain, and it controls emotion and behavior, basically. So the limbic system is actually the mediator between thought and feeling, and it's easy to see why emotion is so crucial to making good decisions and thinking clearly. So most people are aware when we have certain smells, they can elicit memories. It could be a smell that brings a vivid, not so good memory, or they could be smells that bring very vivid, positive memories. So smell can elicit memories either way, depending on your past experiences and things like that. There's a reason that they tell real estate agents to bake fresh cookies or an apple pie or something to put in a home, because when people come in and smell that, it gives them a really good feeling and it makes them like the house. It's amazing how much our emotions rule our decision making as well as our behaviors. And emotions are really important because they do kind of have a big influence on our behaviors. Our emotions are big motivators. So they're very important when it comes to being motivated to do things. And then, of course, you've heard about emotional intelligence. And there have been studies done that have found that our limbic brain is very connected to our learning abilities. So that's why it's really smart to use diffuse oils when you're studying, or for your children if they're in school and studying. They can have very profound effects on making learning a positive experience, which helps them to learn better. And other emotions can, negative emotions can have bad influences on our behaviors, and some of those are manifested in, literally behavioral problems. So if someone's prone to throw temper tantrums and all, this is a behavioral acting out because of an emotional something that's going on that they, maybe it's anger or frustration or something like that. And same thing with bullying. That's often a child that bullies is someone that's angry about something and they don't know how to deal with their emotions, so they act out. So it's very important to do all you can to balance healthy emotions. Other things that can happen with emotions are internal. So when we have stress in our lives and frustration and anger and things like that, and we internalize it because we don't want to act out in a behavioral way, this can cause anxiety in the body. So it's important to balance those emotions. It can also create or contribute to depression and other issues in your health that are not desirable. So one of the best things we can do is support our emotions so that they are healthy and they support us in a healthy lifestyle. So today we're going to talk about that. And Young Living has a kit called the Feelings Kit, and you see it pictured here on the screen. This is an amazing oil kit that has forgiveness, harmony, inner child, present time, release, and Valor 2 in it. And these are all amazing oils, and we will talk about some of these as we go through this presentation. So essential oils, what are they? They've been used for thousands of years for cosmetic and dietary purposes, for spiritual and religious uses. And Young Living's always been at the forefront of bringing the ancient traditions to modern users and introducing millions of people to emotional, physical, and spiritual wellness that literally can be life-changing. Our oils are extracted through careful steam distillation, resin tapping, and cold pressing. Now, most people are not aware that the process of distilling oils is as much a science as it is an art. And every single oil has different requirements for distillation to get the full symphony, if you will, of chemistry in that plant to give that oil its highest potential as far as its use and its the power of it. If you distill an oil too long a time or too short a time, it can destroy or never get some of the chemistry into the batch that you're distilling, and so you're not going to have the full chemistry profile. And they all need to work together. Every chemical constituent has to work together in sort of a symphony to get the kind of results that you want to get from your oils. So that's why when you go and purchase oils somewhere where they're not made with that same kind of diligence that Young Living does, you're going to get an inferior oil and even possibly a dangerous oil. You'll see studies online all the time that talk about it's dangerous to use certain oils because they're high in whatever chemistry and constituent that they pull out. This is because they're testing individual constituents from a specific oil and finding that by itself it can be harmful. But when you have it in the right quantities in its full sort of symphonic mixture, then they work together in synergy to create a balance and a health, wellness for you. So that's why we only recommend Young Living oils, because Young Living is the forerunner to bringing oils to our modern day society and has studied this for over 20 years. And no other company that I'm aware of, at least in the United States for sure, goes to the lengths that Young Living goes to, and the testing and the processes that they do. And that's why they have a seed to seal promise. And if you go to seedtoseal.com, there's lots of information there that will tell you more about Young Living specifically and their practices. So there's basically 3 ways to use essential oils. There's aromatic, which is basically diffusing them or smelling them right out of the bottle, or smelling them in your hand, or even applying them and smelling them like a fragrance. And then there's topical use, where you can use oils topically. They go right into the skin and into the body, as well as you get the benefits of the aroma when you use them topically as well. And then our Vitality oils are FDA approved for internal use. And these are our oils that we can take internally for dietary supplementation. So these are the 3 basic ways that you can use Young Living oils. So what we're talking about today is creating a positive emotional state by using your Young Living oils. And when you pick oils that you like the smell of, haven't you just noticed how it makes you just feel good? And that's because it's affecting the limbic brain. So each oil is very complex, and the unique scent of each one triggers emotions and memories, which can help you in your search for a more fulfilling and balanced life, and help you discover peace and balance and joy. And use the oils and blends that you learn about today for diffusing, for soothing baths. Use them in your massage. You can inhale them, or for topical application. So the limbic brain plays a really powerful role in creating different emotions and feelings. And it's often called the emotional switchboard of the brain, because it's responsible for carrying the sensory input from the environment to the hypothalamus, and then from the hypothalamus to other parts of the body. Now, that's all complicated science stuff about the brain that you may not be interested in, but just know that it's really powerful and real. It literally can change your brain and change everything about how you feel. Oils can have a dramatic effect on your limbic function, your emotional state, and how you feel. And it's directly related to their aromatic fragrance. These oils contain volatile molecules that can make their way into your bloodstream and can travel directly through the blood-brain barrier very quickly. Not all of the oils cross the blood-brain barrier, but many of them do, especially those high in sesquiterpenes. Sesquiterpenes are molecules that are so tiny they cross that blood-brain barrier. Oils like cedarwood, sandalwood, frankincense, these are very high in sesquiterpenes. So Robert Plutchik developed the wheel of emotions, basically. He was a psychologist that states that there's really basically, there are 8 basic emotions: joy, trust, fear, surprise, sadness, anticipation, anger, and disgust. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys, some people are going to ask me about slides and all that stuff. If you are watching this on your computer and you have a phone and you want to take a picture of these slides, you go right ahead for your own information. They're very useful, and I don't have time to send them to everybody, but you're more than welcome to take pictures of the slides for later referring back to them. So, excuse me, as you can tell, I'm just getting over having kind of the crud. So at the inside of this diagram, you see those 8 basic emotions, and they go out. As they go out to the outside, they become less volatile or less strong, if you will. And this illustrates the various relationships among the emotions. So as an example, a combination of sadness and disgust can create a feeling of remorse, or a combination of joy and trust creates a feeling of love. So that just kind of gives you an understanding of how the emotions can play upon each other and combine together can create another emotion. So it can be very complicated, but it all basically, you know, if you break it down, it starts to become less so. And the oils are amazing at helping us take the edge off of some of the more negative emotions we might feel with certain circumstances in our lives. So the intensity of the emotion decreases, as I mentioned, as you move outward, and it increases as you move inward on the wheel. Example is anger at its lowest level of intensity is annoyance. Well, that makes sense. You get annoyed at something, and if it gets bigger and worse, then it increases in intensity, and anger becomes rage. And opposing motions are found directly across the wheel. So if you take anger on one side, you have fear on the other side, or terror, rage and terror at the most extreme. So another example is loathing on one side and admiration on the other. So let's explore some essential oils that you can use on all points of the emotional wheel. This is really getting fun. So as an example, joy or sadness, they're kind of opposites. Now, there are going to be times in your life when you're going to feel sadness, and it's normal. You have a loss of a person or something that means a lot to you, you're going to feel sad, and that's normal. And you want the full spectrum of emotions in your life because that's healthy. So we're not trying to say that everyone should live all their lives without ever feeling sad. No, that's normal. There are times when we're going to feel sad. But there are oils that can help support you in your sadness and help you, you know, experience that and grieve or whatever it is you need to do and get past it or get through it. And those oils can help your limbic brain as you experience the full gamut of emotions. So as an example, if you're feeling, excuse me, try one of the oils suggested below when you find yourself in one of these emotions. So for serenity, peace, and calming, they just really go together, don't they? If you're feeling joy, we have an oil called joy, but also if you're feeling joy, why not use magnify your purpose? And for ecstasy, how about awaken? And of course, these are just some suggestions based on the emotional wheel that we looked at a moment ago. Experiment and try all kinds of oils. See what you like. If you're feeling pensive, Exodus 2 is a nice oil. Sadness, again, joy can help support you in your sadness so that you come out of it and feeling better, or it doesn't become as controlling over you as it could be without doing more natural things to support it. Or orange oil. is very uplifting. For grief, we like white angelica or present time. And again, these are just a few suggestions. You can certainly try others, but these are really powerful ones. Now, trust or disgust. Admiration, a great oil blend is gratitude. And trust, if you're feeling like you really trust someone, copaiba, forgiveness. If maybe you're wanting to have more trust, maybe you need to just have forgiveness. And it might be forgiveness of self. A lot of times, what we can't forgive other people for can be related to something we haven't forgiven ourselves for. So forgiveness applies to ourselves as much as it does to others. And harmony is another great oil. For acceptance, we have an oil called acceptance. We got an oil for that. Boredom. I don't know about you, but I rarely get bored because I'm always on the go. But grounding is a great oil blend, and celery seed for boredom. Feeling disgust, Australian blue. Or loathing, frankincense is like one of my favorite oils. Frankincense is amazing. So fear or anger. The low end of the scale of defining the emotion of fear is apprehension. So valor or valor 2 or citronella are good oils. A little stronger emotion would be fear. And myrrh or rutavala, which is a blend, is another great choice. And then terror, which would be the extreme of fear, could be sacred sandalwood or helichrysum. I also like trauma life for that. And then for anger, annoyance would be at the low end, and that you could use cinnamon bark or highest potential. Anger would be a next higher level up. Dill or purification. And I thought this was really interesting because there was a time in my life when I was a court reporter, and I'd get angry a lot as a court reporter because of the stuff I had to listen to every day. And when I thought back, I remembered I went through a period of time where I wanted dill pickles all the time, and I wasn't pregnant either. So I thought that was really interesting when I saw this information, and just kind of popped into my head. I remember liking to eat dill pickles a lot. Maybe that was because it was helping me with my feelings of anger. And then rage would be the extreme, and trauma life or gathering is another oil blend Young Living makes that's really, really good. So anticipation or surprise. Anticipation, the low end of that would be interest, so you're showing an interest in something. So to take that to a business, Young Living business standpoint, maybe someone's showing interest in learning more about essential oils or interested in Young Living. Maybe give them some motivation to pique their interest even further. Anticipation would be the next level up. Surrender is a great blend from Young Living, or Inner Child. I love Inner Child and use it a lot. And then vigilance would be the extreme of anticipation, and a great oil blend for that is Transformation. Then on the opposite side of the wheel, we have distraction at the low end, and we use 3 Wise Men. And then surprise on the next level up, and we have release. And then amazement at the extreme end of that for surprise would be present time or live your passion. So again, these are not the only oils that could be used for these emotions. If you just experiment with what you have, and maybe put some of these on your wish list if you don't have them yet. So then the feelings kit comes with Inner Child, Valor 2, Harmony, Release, Present Time, and Forgiveness. This is many of our emotional oils that comes in one collection. And these blends can inspire feelings of emotional well-being when you diffuse them or wear them like a personal fragrance. I like to use them all during the day, but use them in the morning and the evening to promote peaceful thoughts and spiritual harmony. I like to use all of these oils, and I'm drawn to different ones at different times. So just go with your gut. If you've got the oils and you're wondering which one to use, sometime you'll know just because of the name of it. It'll just speak to you. And other times you might just say, I just feel like trying this one today. Just do it, because that's oftentimes your best guidance, and give it a shot. So forgiveness, we're going to talk about these oils a little bit. Forgiveness is a great blend that supports the ability to forgive yourself and others while letting go of negative emotions, which is an important part of our personal growth. You can see here the ingredients of forgiveness. It has amazing oils in it of melissa, geranium, frankincense, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, coriander, angelica, lavender, bergamot, lemon, ylang ylang, jasmine, helichrysum, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose. Now, as you can see, there are some pricey oils in that blend, and it is one amazing oil blend. I love using forgiveness, and I often like to use it on my heart, or even on my forehead. It just, I don't know, I just love it, and it really helps me feel very balanced. The emotional keywords that might be, if you're feeling any of this way, might be a clue that forgiveness could be a good oil. Could be you're feeling betrayed, or you don't trust, or you keep repeating the past, or you always feel vengeful or wanting to get revenge, or maybe you're just in self-denial. These are all signs that maybe an oil like forgiveness could help you shift beyond that, by using that, smelling that, let it affect your emotional brain. Then we have harmony. This oil is an amazing oil blend. It contains scents that provide uplifting experiences. It has royal Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, orange, angelica, geranium, hyssop, Spanish sage, black spruce, coriander, bergamot, lemon, jasmine, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose again. So again, these are powerful oils. Every one of those is in this blend. Your emotional keywords that might be a clue that this could be an oil you might want to try, or as you're being stubborn or sarcastic, self-loathing, feeling isolated, crushed, feeling hostile, or having a fear of punishment. Try some harmony, see what it does. And then we have inner child. As I mentioned earlier, this is one of my favorites. It can encourage you to connect with your authentic self. It has orange, tangerine, ylang ylang, royal Hawaiian sandalwood again, jasmine again, lemongrass, spruce, bitter orange, and neroli. Some really pricey oils in that one too, with the jasmine and neroli and the royal Hawaiian sandalwood. Amazing oil blend. Keywords are energy. So if you're feeling like you just don't have any energy, that can be an emotional thing more than a physical thing. Desertion, feeling deserted, or feeling like you need to reconnect, or wanting to feel more happy, needing direction, or feeling like something about loyalty could be involved. So again, try inner child and see what it does for you. And then we have present time. It can help you focus on the here and now, just as the name represents or suggests, so you can get beyond the past and move forward. Oftentimes, this is a big problem for people, is they're always being affected by their past, and they get stuck in it. So present time can help you move forward. It has neroli, spruce, ylang ylang, and a base of almond oil. And the keywords for this that might be a clue are feeling flustered, having illusions, loss, malice, stuffed emotions, and resistance to change. And I know we've all felt some of these things before, so get that feelings kit so you can dive into these oils. And then we have release. This is a great blend with a relaxing aroma that helps let go of anger and frustration. It also can promote harmony and balance when diffused. It has ylang ylang, olive oil, lavandin, geranium, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, grapefruit, tangerine, spearmint, lemon, blue cypress, damana, kaffir lime, ocotea, jasmine, matricaria, blue tansy, and rose. Now, some of these oils are not available to buy individually from Young Living, so this is a great oil to have to get some of those oils that are not for sale. Emotional keywords: frustration, anger, harmony, fear of success, rebellion, and holding back. One of the favorite ways that people like to use release, besides diffusing it, is to putting it on the over the liver area of the body, because the liver tends to hold anger. And so using release oil over the liver oftentimes can help people just kind of let go of anger, and smelling that oil can affect that limbic brain. And then we have Valor 2, and the original Valor is now back. So either one of these, I think, would be good choices, but Valor 2 comes in the kit, and it inspires a calming aroma, and you can also apply it topically. It's an empowering and uplifting fragrance, and it includes the naturally occurring constituents. This is your chemistry of linalool, alpha-pinene, camphene, and limonene. So if you want to know the benefits of those, just Google those terms to find out. And ingredients are ylang-ylang, coriander, bergamot, northern lights, black spruce, metricaria, Idaho blue spruce, frankincense, vetiver, cistus, cassia, divana, and geranium. Your emotional keywords are fear of conflict, feeling defensive, resignation, meaning, you just kind of give up, aggression, the opposite, withdrawn, and persecuted. These can be great. If you're feeling any of those, you try Valor 2. So if you only have the premium starter kit with Young Living, you have a great place to start. These are the 3 oils that are the first oils we use together in the Aroma Freedom technique. And that's lavender, frankincense, and stress away. So put 1 drop in your hand and smell it. Inhale it slowly. I like to put my hands right over my nose and breathe deeply through the nose for about 30 seconds. And this helps to just feel more uplifted and let go of negative emotions. And you can also do this while making affirmations. Something like, I am calm and happy, I'm capable and strong, I am loved. Anything that you feel like using for an affirmation. This would be 3 oils that you can use from your starter kit that could create a really nice blend to help you work those affirmations and create that limbic brain support. If there's anyone here on this webinar today that hasn't gotten started yet with Young Living and would like to, this is my member number on the screen. And if you came here because you found this webinar because I've been promoting it, then that's great. But if someone else invited you to watch this webinar, please get back to that person and ask them to help you set up your account, because they cared enough about you to invite you, and they want to help you, and you in turn would help them by signing up with them as your sponsor and enroller. So if someone else invited you to this webinar, please get back to them, find out their sponsor enroller number, and use it in the sign-up process. But basically, you're just going to go to youngliving.com and put in that person's sponsor and enroller number. This is going to help you set up, you're going to pick your starter kit. We recommend the oil starter kit to get started, because you gets all these 11 oils. Excuse me. And you're going to set up a wholesale account, which is going to save you 24% on all future purchases. This kit as a starter kit is actually about 50% off than it would be even if you were buying it at wholesale. So it's the best deal on the planet. Once you have your account set up, then you can go in and order it wholesale anytime you want. If you find that you are really embracing the toxic-free lifestyle that Young Living offers through all of their products, we have a lot more than just oils, then you will definitely want to place a minimum 50 PV order every month through Essential Rewards. Because when you're ordering every month, which you don't have to, that's just an option. But if you are ordering at least 50, every month, you want to do that through Essential Rewards because you will earn points in your account that you can cash in for free product. So the first 3 months that you're on Essential Rewards, your points are 10% of whatever you buy. After the 3rd month, it goes to 20%. And after the 24th month, it goes to 25%. That's in addition to your 24% discount for having a wholesale account. So this is the best way to take the most advantage of your wholesale account is by ordering through Essential Rewards. And again, the person who sent you here can help explain this to you if you have questions. Other resources for using oils for emotional balancing. There's a book called Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. This is a book I used to use a lot before Dr. Perkins came out with the Aroma Freedom Technique, which is the second book mentioned. I find that the Aroma Freedom Technique is just as powerful and much easier and less complicated than Carolyn Mein's book. Both of them are incredibly powerful books. I highly recommend them both. But the Aroma Freedom Technique is so simple to learn and do that, you know, and I offer that to people that are in my team. So if you ever want to take advantage of that and you're in my team, just let me know and we can set up a Zoom call to do that. This is a really powerful way to work through the emotional subconscious things going on that basically affect your decision making and your actions every day on a subconscious level where you're not even aware of it. And it helps you discover these triggers, if you will, that block you from your success and dissolve them using oils to smell while you work through the process. And it's really, really simple and easy to learn. So I want to thank you for coming today. And again, as I mentioned, if you're interested in getting a Young Living account, if you don't have one yet, please get back to the person who invited you to this webinar and they can help you with that. If you're interested in my classes that are coming up, this is the rest of my online webinar classes that I have scheduled for May. On May 16th, we're doing a class on oils for animals, and the registration link is on your screen again. May 20th, we're going to do the I Got My Kit, Now What class, which is really great to help you understand all the benefits of the products that you actually get in your kit. And a lot of times what happens is people get their kit and now they don't know what to do with it. Even though there's some great things in the kit to give you some clues, there's so much stuff in that kit that it can be overwhelming to someone who's never used oils before. So we're going to go through the kit and just give you some good ideas about how to make the best use of what you get in your kit. And then on May 23rd, we've got a class on living chemical free the easy way. So these are all webinars. You have to register to get once you register at the links on your screen, again, if you take a picture of it, you'll be able to go register for those if you haven't already. And you can share those links with other people if you have people in your team that you want to be aware of my classes. They can register for them too. Just share the link. So again, I'm really happy that you joined me today. If you have any questions, there is a chat box. And you're welcome to, if you look under more at the bottom of your screen, sometimes you have to go to that, and then at the top of the list under more is chat. So if anyone has any questions, you can submit them there. And otherwise, I just want to thank y'all for coming. And for those of you who obviously are here and registered for this, once I get it uploaded, and I will email links so that you can watch it again or, you know, review it, whatever. And if you registered and couldn't make it for whatever reason, you're not on here, but you'll get the link. And that's the benefit to registering, even if you think you can't make it. So thanks again, everyone, and thank you for all your nice comments in chat. I don't see any questions, but I do see a lot of thank yous. So I thank you for joining us. And let me stop the recording.